Okay, hey guys, it's Eli with Little Blue, and yes, we are doing our review of Mowgli, the film that hit Netflix, and it's really good. I
A little
think,
dark.
yeah, a little dark. It's more based off of because what we've heard, because if any of you guys had been following this movie and getting hyped for it, you notice, because I don't know if you know, because Andy Serkis even said that this film was going to be darker than Disney's live action version and pretty much of the animated version.
Yeah.
And yeah, because the film is more focused a little bit on the actual book itself.
Yeah. And Smeagol actually, well, Smeagol.
Andy Serkis and Supreme Leader Snoke.
Yeah, Andy Serkis and Supreme Leader Snoke actually voiced Baloo the bear.
He fit really well with Baloo.
Yeah, exactly.
And because I know this could have been with motion capture. You notice that the faces, they have a resemblance to the actors. Mostly, like if you look at Baloo, looks like he has the eyes and such of Andy Serkis, the facial kind of expression.
Exactly. And Andy Serkis, of course, portrayed, as he said, Smeagol, and of course, this guy, Supreme Leader Snoke.
Yes. And for a while, because
this
movie was kind of pushed back a couple times. Like, it was supposed to come out in theaters.
Yeah, I was thinking about how they might do a premiere for a movie like that, because there's be a lot of pomp and circumstance with any kind of movie premiere. But since this one came out, went directly to Netflix, they probably made a big deal out of it, and they should have. It was a good movie.
And I remember back when the Disney's live action Jungle Book was coming out the same year, and the film that Andy Serkis was directing, Mowgli, that was supposed to come out months later of that year, but it got pushed back, I think, sometime last year, and then it got pushed back to this year in October, but it got pushed back in December, and finally, it was going to come out in December, but on Netflix. So, yeah, so that's. I don't know what happened with this. It's strange to know what happened to the movie, like with production, like how they were going to release it, and that's when, boom, Netflix, I guess, was the answer. So
yeah, well, that's why Netflix prices keeps going up, because they bring out these good movies, but that's what they got to pay these actors to do them, and that's why the prices keep going up.
Yes, and the actors, I will say, Andy Serkis was really good as Baloo, and the way Baloo is portrayed is just like how Baloo is in Kipling's book. So
yeah, this is not a movie where there's no songs in this.
This is not, and it's not like what you expect with Disney.
And there's no King Louie, which I was a little disappointed at.
But in this film, the monkeys are following Shere Khan.
Yeah, and there's some twists and turns that you're not expecting. If you've seen the animated Jungle Book from Disney and the live action that Jon Favreau directed.
And if you've read
Iron Man fame,
and if you've read the book, the actual book itself by Kipling,
exactly,
you notice the differences.
Definitely not follows the same plot line. The plot line's pretty much the same, but you don't have Mowgli. Well, I don't want to give anything away. You'll see, but it's a lot darker. It still has a positive ending. We'll leave it at that.
Yes, and the rest of the cast, like Benedict Cumberbatch, he did a really good job as Shere Khan.
Benedict Cumberbatch does a real good job at anything he portrays.
From Holmes, Doctor Strange, Khan, you name it.
Yeah, exactly. I had to go back and watch Sherlock just to remind myself that he's actually British, because as Doctor Strange, you couldn't, if you saw him act for the first time, you'd never know he was British.
Oh, and even the people in Marvel asked if he was going to use his real accent for Doctor Strange, and he said no, because he was going to use it with the American accent that Doctor Strange has, and obviously to stay with the comics.
Yeah, Doctor Strange is an American, so.
So yeah, and Cate Blanchett, if I'm saying her last name right, she was good she was good as Kaw.
Yeah, she was. She was very good as Kaw, and
I think because with Kaw, there's a little difference with Kaw in this, and I think especially within the book itself.
It's funny how this one is the dark version, and Kaw is actually the good guy.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, a good guy.
Yeah. But in Disney's version, he's pretty much a villain, so.
Yeah, well, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And another thing is because the film has some interesting moments and some dark moments to it. Just, if you have not seen the movie yet, you've got to see it. Even if you love the Jungle Book and such, and if you read the book by Kipling himself, you need to see this.
And if you don't subscribe to Netflix, go to a friend who has Netflix. You know, if not, then like, you know, subscribe to Netflix.
Yep. Like or get it on your devices.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So I give the film. How many stars would you give the film?
Oh, well, I gave the original Jungle Book animated version a 10. And the live action, I gave it a 10. This one I would have to also give a 10. I know I sound real easy on this, but I'm not. I'm a really tough grader, but I got to give it a 10 because I like the story anyway. And there's, you know, I mean, I'm handing out 3 good compliments because there's a lot of ways you can screw that movie up, that story. But this was a really good version, closer to the book, I think. But it was really good.
Yes, I think I might give it 10 out of 10 stars too, because a while ago, because I was thinking in my head I was thinking 9 out of 10 stars, but now that I'm thinking of it, I think 10 out of 10 is good for it. So, because I think Andy Serkis did really well with the film, with the details and such, and trying to stay close with the book.
Yeah, exactly.
So again, 10 out of 10 for me, and 10 out of 10 for you of Mowgli. So. And yeah, because for a while, because the movie was going to be titled Jungle Book, but after a while it was changed to Mowgli.
Well, let me say this. Let me back that down. The animated version that came out back in the '60s, that I would give a 10. These 2 movies I have to give a 9.5 because they cannot.
Yeah, now that I'm thinking of it,
they can't touch the original, which is Disney classic. I'm sorry.
For me, okay, now for me, I give it 9 out of 10 stars.
All right.
It's like we both changed it.
Yeah, well, I went 9.5 at least. I'm being generous.
Now that we realize.
Exactly.
So again, Jungle Book, 9 out of 10 for me and you. So.
Exactly.
I mean, listen, because Mowgli is really good, and so was Jon Favreau's live action, but those 2 can't top off the Disney's animated version.
No.
As much as Mowgli and the live action version of Jungle Book are really good, the animated one is still great.
Exactly.
Yeah, so, you know, and that's true, because, you know, as much as the 2 are good, the live action ones are good, you know, they can't beat the animated version.
No,
because the animated version is the best, and, you know, a Disney cult classic. So again, Mowgli, it's a great film. If you haven't seen it, and if you love Jungle Book, and if you've seen the movies and the book, you need to see it. And if you're subscribed to Netflix, as you pointed out. So again, 9 out of 10 stars from me and him. Hope you enjoyed this review video, and we'll see you guys in the next video.
Peace!
Peace!